fucking!
What's up, gang? So, at the beginning of this video, I just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know, kitty, that at some points throughout the video, you're going to hear mic distortion. It doesn't last very long, just a few seconds of mic distortion, and then it goes away. It only happens in the in-between times when we have dialogue, which most skip through anyway. So yeah, just a little warning before you get into this video that there are parts where the microphone distorts. Callie says, what's up?
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Low Budget Reacts. I'm your host, LB, the Moon Man. You see him hanging around. He says, what's up? Welcome back home. Welcome back to the Moon Base, home of the only 1 to 10 on YouTube that matters. This is also home of the No Hate Collective. And simply what that means is, it is 2024. Leave your hate at the door you see in the other camera, and we'll get along just fine. Outside of that, if you find anything you don't like on my channel, well, feel free to take it up with who? Your mama, because I don't care. Okay? That's just the way it is. And that's the way it's going to be. Today we got, it's diss season apparently in hip hop. But forewarning, I did do these the other day. Most of you know if you're in the group. Me and a nephew did this one and Ren's response to this. But at the same time, the audio is fucked. The microphones are fucked. So it's just what it is. We're going to redo it now. I'm not a big fan of redoing reactions, but we are for this one. Again, welcome back, the nephew. He ain't been around in a minute, but we got him back up here because he specifically wanted to do these. And like I said, it's diss season in hip hop. We're not covering the J. Cole, the Kendrick, and the Drake beef because we just not. Doesn't look very entertaining. To me, I don't take Drake seriously as a battle rapper. That's just my opinion. All I see is Wheelchair Jimmy. So it's hard to take Drake serious in a battle, but in lieu of all of that, we will do the Dada versus Ren and go back over this. So yeah, here we go. You got anything to add?
Nope. Let's jump into it.
All right. Now again, we did do these the other day, so I will try to cover as many talking points as I did then. Yeah, we'll go over the scores at the end, but let's get into this. I was thoroughly surprised with Dada's ability to weave in all of Ren's song titles and the amount of bars that he had in here to begin with. That was very commendable, but let's get into it.
I'm different. If I said it, I meant it. If you had common sense, what this nigga must have spent it. The universe is probably feeling generous to send me this brand new meal. Yeah. Let's not pretend the trends ain't why you win. Can't be the pen, cause him doping to them. The mind style probably never changed from. You make a song called Murderer. On this one, I became one. I'm the kid.
Alright, so we talked about this a lot in the last time we tried to shoot this, but Dada's production value on this is just it wasn't there. It's hard to hear Dada a lot of the times through this because he's so much under the beat. And like we said, like if this would have been, you know, produced at a slightly better level, a little bit cleaner, his vocals mastered a little bit better, maybe mixed a little bit better, it probably would have had more of a hit to it, or hit factor to it, than what it does, because like it came off as very muddy type of deal. And like you mentioned before, this was just him taking shots at random people, trying to get
any and everyone
trying to get, and which, like I said, wasn't a bad thing, because sometimes you want to take shots at some of the higher ups. That way, it's a good way to get your name out there if you do it the right way. I believe I mentioned like MGK did that to Eminem. It didn't work out very well for him.
Barking at the wrong tree.
But out of everybody that's ever went up against Eminem, MGK probably fared the best out of all of them.
Yeah, I didn't see him in any interviews crying afterwards.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't Benzino it and, you know, I need a hug from Eminem. And then like, oh, I'm gonna go to Mom's Spaghetti and talk shit. Like, bro, you're so backwards with it. Let's get back into it here. He did say Ren's song Murderer, and then this one's gonna turn him into one. A lot of this he reaches on, but a lot of this he works in a lot of good song titles with, so that's commendable there.
Yeah, let's not pretend that trends ain't why you win. Can't be the pen cause him doping to them. The mind style probably never changed from. You make a song called Murderer. On this one I became one. I'm the king of this dissing and instigation. Since you make pain music, I give you this inspiration. Get this nigga flashbacks of hospital visits. The price.
Okay, so I can see a little. I didn't hear that the first time. He said, "Give you flashbacks of hospital visits." So, I can see where some people got a little upset with it, but at the same time, I didn't go over this at the beginning, but I will go over it now. You see up here that says diss. Okay, anytime there's a diss or a rap battle, okay, there are no rules when it comes to this type of music. Okay, this is designed to entice a reaction to the maximum. So I'm going to say whatever I can say to get the best reaction from a crowd so that I win this battle, because that's how this works. Now envision, if you will, I don't know if you've ever watched rap battles like on YouTube or somewhere like that, but it's two guys or two artists, two MCs standing face to face, and these guys are saying the most fucked up shit that they can about each other. Now you can't get mad and upset and let your emotions get out of control and hit somebody in the face, because that's against the rules. So I get that some people may not like that Dada brought up, Ren's hospital visits, the sickness, but this is a diss battle at the same time. Like it's meant to entice you and bring you into it, but at the same time, since we've heard Ren did flip this very well.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what makes a good battle. A battle is the fact that you don't let your emotions get too involved in it, and then you flip everything that he gave you. This is how it goes.
Yep.
But I see how the fans got upset. The Ren's fans are diehard fans, and like they ride for Ren. And I understand it. It's commendable. It's respectable. I get it. But at the same time, when it comes to a diss battle, you got to take that emotion up out of it, because
the gloves are off.
The gloves are off at that point.
This nigga flashbacks of hospital visits. The price of life is whatever it costs you to finish. Nigga, oh, you a little puppy. I'm a big dog. Meaning it don't hurt if I get bit, dog.
Okay, so I had to stop on this because I stopped on it last time. This is probably the most part of it that just don't make sense.
I'm a big dog. Meaning it don't hurt.
He says I'm a big dog, meaning, and like Ren's a little dog, meaning it doesn't hurt when I get bit, dog. It's like, bro, you ever been bit by a chihuahua? Like them dogs get that little front teeth, not the canines, but those little pinchers in the front. They make a big dog scream, son. Let a chihuahua run up on a fucking bull mastiff while he's sleeping and it bites him in the ass. You gonna hear that big ass dog squeal. He ain't been around dogs long enough to know, like, some of them damn little dogs bites be worse than a big dog bite.
If I get bit.
Plus, like, chihuahuas, bro, they're so fucking evil. Like, they're so quick to bite you. Like, he don't understand.
Dog, a million subs, I salute you doing well. That just means it's more people that's gonna see you take a L. They call me Dada. He know them. I go to war with stars. Is you off a kilo rent? Oh yeah, you high rent. Oh, you ain't scared when you try.
The Kylo Ren bar, it just really don't fit there.
Yeah, he just kind of threw it out there.
Like, he's trying to tie in the Ren and Ren, like Kylo Ren, and then Ren's
The
first
Kylo
name is,
Ren,
but
yeah.
it didn't mesh very well.
Oh, you ain't scared when you try to. But realize, fool, that brave niggas die too. I eat rappers like a cannibal though. Turn Ren into a rug, now that's an animal flow. Shit, if you was me, then I probably would've.
Ren, rug, animal flow. Like I said, he threw in a lot of song titles, that's probably the biggest part for me that I liked, was the fact that he weaved in so many of Ren's different songs, and he did it eloquently. Like, it wasn't overreaching on certain shit, but everything that had to do with a Ren song was kind of spot on for a bar. Like that part, I turn you to an animal rug, animal flow. So like, it worked. Like, you get the bar. It's the filler sections that don't make no sense, like the Kylo Ren and the beat being off and whatever filter is on his voice. Like, it's everything else throwing it off. Like, a little bit more Dada. If you're listening, maybe you are, maybe not. A little bit more production value, a little bit more mastering. Like, this could have been right to the jaw a little bit more, it fell flat in a lot of areas.
Yep.
If you was me, then I probably would have lost this pro wrestling. This the
And I get it. You said that Dotta doesn't have a big budget, but at the same time, Ren don't have a big budget either. Like I've come to know this over a bunch of Ren videos. Is he doesn't have a large budget to be working with, but he still goes out there and makes these quality videos and shit like that. So you can't tell me that Dotta couldn't have done the same thing.
Yeah, put in the effort to at least try.
Like, come on, Dotta.
biggest body I
Everybody got an iPhone, and every iPhone got Movie Maker on it. iMovies. You can just go out there and shoot it, bro. I'm just saying, 15% more would have gave you 15% more.
done caught. Gotta give this nigga credit. He ain't scared that he would get it. But I bet it's gonna be the next time that he needs some medics. I said my flow was like sugar to diabetics. The flow's up, he froze up quicker than cryogenics. And since you niggas say that
My flow's like sugar to diabetics, cryogenics. Like, it's there, but it's not there.
Ren has skills and he from Wales, when I flood him, pray that Ren has skills. It's for the culture.
Like that. Like, he's from Wales, it's flooded, Ren has gills. Like, I get the name flip, but like, come on. A lot of that's the filler parts are reaching.
And for the ones that really rap dope, bane in your existence, bring a bat and get your back broke. Seen all the weird ass movements and thought that's coke. It ain't about a pimp talking when the max spoke.
Didn't want to speak of that the other day. Anytime you see a white person moving sporadically, it's always cocaine. That's the go-to. It's like, that guy's on cocaine over there. Look at the way he's moving. But some motherfuckers just be built that way.
Yeah.
It's just like they're just wired to make them look like a cokehead. And I ain't never really seen that kind of. I've been around a lot of meth heads. Like, I grew up around some shit like that. A lot of coke heads. Like, I've been around it all. Like, I ain't never seen that kind of movement from Ren. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. That's a wild reach. But
Dope beats, nigga, I ripped them. Can't talk about bars when you too skinny to lift them. They always trying to say my flow isn't.
I get it. I've stopped a lot, and I'm giving Dada a lot of shine. I get it, but that part there, I spoke on the other day too. I'm trying to bring back as much from the other video as I can, because, you know, photographic memory type of deal and shit. But like, he says you're too skinny to lift them. Like, does he ever seen Ren? Like, nope. Like, hey, look, pause in all sense of the word, pause. Okay, but has he ever seen Ren without a shirt? The dude looks like a fucking action figure. Like, literally, he looks like the Ken from Barbie and Ken, like, not the movie version, fuck that, but like the actual Ken doll. Like, he's built that way. Like, how can you, like, again, it's just a reach. Like, you say he's too weak to lift them bars, but homie,
Yeah,
like, he's cut, bro. Like, he's solid, he's built. Like,
yeah. I think it was meant to be a callback because this was like 9 months ago and everything. So he was smaller then because he was still just now getting really rolling.
yeah.
But I think it's more of a callback to the time in between him getting his medicine and getting fixed up and everything,
Like,
and maybe calling back to that. But that's
still,
then
that's a reach.
Yeah,
It's
you're
reaching.
you're
Because, like, if it was
Just
9
trying to
months,
pull
if
that
it
out
was
of
9
nowhere.
months prior to the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got to go back so far to try to make that fit in,
yeah.
it's like, bro, come on. But at the same time, like, why go 9 months back? Why would you not go back further to, like, just for impact value? Just for impact value, why would you not go back to before High Ren even came out? Like,
Yeah.
even further than that, where he was withered
Yeah.
in all sense of the words. That would have had much more of an impact value as far as the disc goes. But to say 9 months ago you was too weak to lift them, like, no, bro. Like, I've been on a journey long enough to go that 9 months ago he probably could have still done some shit.
Yeah.
Fast, like they don't know that haymakers is slower than jabs. Well, said if you rap better, then let's hear it. No instruments, I play with guitars like Jeff Jarrett and
Spoke on that the other day. I'd ask you if you know Jeff Jarrett, like I did the other day, but now you know because you've been educated. But for all of you that don't know, that bar is probably my favorite one out of all of it, because a lot of you don't even know who Jeff Jarrett is, right? Jeff Jarrett's a wrestler, WCW, WWF era, came out with a fucking guitar, would smash that bitch over your head. Like, shout out to the Jeff Jarrett bar. That shit was crazy. Like, I give him that one. Because not a lot of me, like, I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned Jeff Jarrett type of deal. Like I've heard Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I've heard Rey Mysterio in bars,
Yep.
I've heard fucking John Cena, like, but never him. I'm like, that's commendable. There was something else he said in here. Like a lot of this shit he's talking about, like jabs move faster than haymakers. Like all this shit is really what Screwface John would call dad bars. Okay, dad bars.
Instruments, I play with guitars like Jeff Jarrett and man, I was raised in the 405. When the homies had work, nigga, I sold those lines. 800 subs, a nigga feel platinum. Dropped on Knox and smacked him and got no reaction. And now the people is
He spoke on that, talking about this is why excuse me, that this is why Ren really slid back with his diss was because Dada started going after Knox and shit like that.
Reaction community.
And it's like,
really.
that's commendable for Ren to slide back and be like, hey, look, don't be talking shit about these people. And I kind of feel like Dada right there in that part. He was like, 800 subs, boy, I'm feeling platinum. Like, 2,000 subs on the way, we feeling platinum as fuck over here. I even got my first fan mail today. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Mama J. The video is on the channel. Opening up fan mail. Shit was crazy. We almost at 2K. I feel like Dada in that part. Hey, look, we feeling platinum over here, baby. That's just what it is.
like, how was this happening? How'd he get here? And who was that when I'm? Why did he flatten him? Ren should have had his gat when I'm over Captain America shield when I started attacking him. I'm dope enough to dish you and still give you props. Say you is creative. That's just where it stops.
That was crazy. He said Ren should have had his gat on him. Like, first off, you're not allowed to have guns in the UK, so where's he going to get that from? Like, how is he just going to stay strapped with that? They got machetes and stuff, but they don't got no guns, bro. Like, that's just like, that just goes to show, like, he should know that. Like, you should know that there's no guns in the UK, so it's like, the bar is reaching. Once again, it's a reaching bar because it's like, he should have had his strap on him. It's like, but homie, they don't have straps over there, bro. Yeah. It's like, you should know this. Like, I get it. You feeling in the shit, but it's your feelers are reaching really bad at this point.
Like why you jump up, taking knots for knocks. Now your numbers up. Wall clocks, cuss. Dada preposterous. Shots that hit esophagus. There's confidence and dominance in the skin of a rhinoceros. I saw it outshine. Who talking about mine? I brought out nines, leaving all these chalk outlines.
See, like right there, just his voice and the layering and the filters and like it's like your headphones are like about to distort.
If he was above the beat, that would hit so much harder because you could actually hear the different lines and the syllables and everything hitting at the same time. But you really have to hold everything close to you so that you can hear it over the top of the beat.
And like if this shit was any louder, it would kind of fizz out at the top end because that's like what it's finna distort. It's so high up here that he's trying to match everything. 15% more, Dada. 15% more. This would have hit so much better. I promise you. This was like a whole fucking minute
long outro.
I swear to God. It's because
Bobby made the beat long as hell.
Bobby made the beats long as hell. Bobby went full fucking Metro Boomin and started dissing Ren with just the beat. It's where Metro Boomin got the idea to do straight.
It could be Ren, it could be Screw, it could be Knox.
Okay. See, I'm not gonna keep stopping this. We finna just like click off of this video because I'm not finna listen to a minute of the fucking outro. God, I'm just not gonna do it. But what he just said there, he's like, anybody can get it, even Screw. You don't want that smoke with Screw. Screw is a battle rapper from the Midwest. He's a fucking chopping Screwed. He is like you don't want to smoke with Screw. Trust me, you just don't. And then as far as like, I wouldn't test Knox outside of reaction. Like if you found Knox Hill walking down the street, Dada, I would not try to test that man because like if you ain't been watching Knox's come up and know Knox's history, Knox really about that life, dog. Like Knox is really about it. So just words of warning there. You don't want to fuck with them two. You don't want to fuck with Crip either. I'm just go ahead and tell you that.
Ain't nobody fucking with me. The king. Nah. The god, nigga.
You're not the god either, but we're clicking off of this one. Okay. We gave Dada 19 minutes. That's what we gave Dada. Now we're gonna get into the Ren. Dada got, what was it, 7.7?
7, yeah, 7.
He got a
7,
7.7 when we did this initially. Okay, that's a high-end good score. Now I don't care if you don't like Dada. I don't care if you hate Dada with all your guts. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. It got a 7.7 because Dada had some decent bars in there. He rapped in a lot of Ren's titles for Ren songs, which is commendable.
Yep.
Now, a lot of the filler shit was reaching. I didn't see too much controversial. I didn't hear too much controversial shit come out of his mouth, other than like, you know, I'm gonna take you back to the hospital time. He said once or twice, and he mentioned being sick once or twice, but nothing's like super crazy to where you should outright hate the man, unless he said a bunch of fuck shit, you know, through social media.
Yeah.
That's different. Now, if he was hating off social media, telling, you know, Ren whoop de whoop yada yada, that's different. But as far as the diss song itself goes, it wasn't too controversial. It wasn't too much of it was no ether. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no Vaseline. It wasn't those type of disses. It wasn't nail in the coffin, the first Bizzino diss. Like these types of, like, if you've ever listened to diss tracks, like Dada's was very mild.
Oh, yeah,
because like
for sure.
no Vaseline, ether, like these are fucking flaming goddamn diss tracks. They're scathing diss tracks. Like no Vaseline with Ice Cube, like go listen to that. That's a raunchy fucking diss. Okay, Dada's nowhere near that, but it got a 7.7, which is high and good because it was a good song. Well, it was good for what it was. We'll get into Ren score at the end of this. Just know it scored much higher, and that's not because I'm a Ren fan. I am. It has nothing to do with it. It's just outside observing. Okay, the quality of the two disses, Ren won. It's just Ren. Matter of fact, it wasn't even 52 seconds into this what we're fitting to watch, and I had already given Ren the win. God, that's hard to say. Ren win. Ren. Try that 10 times fast. See how fucking far you get with it. But it was the fact that Ren flipped everything.
Mm-hmm.
Ren did this without a beat. It was a cappella. He did it as if Dada was standing at the camera looking at Ren. He did this as though that camera was Dada.
Yeah.
He did it. He treated it as a rap battle. And you can't tell me that Dada couldn't do a video like this, because all this is Ren standing in the basement somewhere with a fucking iPhone making the video. So.
Yeah, but instead Dada was in like a closet recording on an iPhone.
He was under the bed, you know, with the microphone, spitting verses in the dark. If Dada would have had that 15% more, it probably would have been like an 8.2 to 8.3.
Yeah,
as far as
production
disses
quality
go,
would have definitely given it a bump.
It just wasn't there. It wasn't mastered very well. You couldn't hear him most of the time. There was a lot of distortion at the high end when he was trying to get loud with it. He was never over the beat. He was always under the beat. And then you had a whole minute of fucking just beat play.
The outro was.
It's like Ren's got 4 minutes here, and he filled all 4 minutes of it. You had 4 minute track, and literally a minute 20 seconds was just beat and you talking. It's like, bro, it's no wonder you lost. And two, at the end of this, Ren gave you an open invitation to come back and get some views, get some eyes on you, to come back with a better diss, and you didn't do it, Dada. What are we doing here, bro? Enough of that. Dumb King come. Ren, let's go. The bagpipes just get me, bro. That's how you know you at a funeral. Funeral is when you hear the goddamn bagpipes. Like, fuck the people crying and shit. Like, when you driving by and you hear the bagpipes, you're like, oh, damn, there's a funeral happening. Like, somebody, like, it's the bagpipes for me. Like, you starting out, that's the only thing you heard the entire time, like, instrumental wise, was the bagpipes. And it's like, that shit's wild.
We gathered here today at the grave of Dotta. Here, I bought you some Viagra. You went too soft on me, brother. I must reject.
We talked about that too. He did go too soft.
Yep.
Like, we was literally just talking about that, comparing it to like no Vaseline and ether. Like, he took shots, yes, but he didn't like fucking connect with those shots. Like, again, like, you have to say some really fucked up shit to entice the crowd to get that reaction. Like Ren just said, brother, you went too soft on me. Like, you should have went fucking harder. Like, dig into it. Like, make it hurt. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, make me want to come back and take your head off. You just went too soft. And I get it. It was just an initial shot. He was throwing shit against the wall to see what stick. You said he was taking shots at everybody. Ren responded. So it's like, bro, I get it, but you went too soft. Like, your main target was Ren. You should have did everything you could in that first disc to, like, take Ren off the board.
But he threw like one little underhanded bar with the hospital thing, and then everything else was just wrapping his titles into
it was like fucking Naruto filler
shots.
And it's like, bro, the guy you dissed said you went too soft, so you should come back twice as hard. But you didn't do that, Dada. You didn't do it. You wonder why you're reacting to videos instead of making videos.
Tradition and speak ill.
No disrespect, though, brother. I'm just saying. Thank you, brother.
No
The
disrespect.
dead, after Knox decapitated you, or bury the head. Kingdom come, you dumb king, calm down. What's a king without a crown? Just a peasant or a clown?
I spoke on that too. It was like the fact that he took the dumb King Kong and like just broke it down with the way it sounds and then flipped that was crazy. Because it's like Kingdom Come, you don't think about it, but Kingdom Come, Dumb King Come. Once you start breaking it down phonetically, phonetically, is that the right word? Phonetically, you hear what he was getting at. It's like that's a nice flip to that. It's like you say Kingdom Come, like you didn't pay no mind to it.
And then you can also, the way that he pronounces it, he says dumb king come down. It sounds like come down off your high horse, and also calm down as well, just depending on the way that you hear it. So that's a nice little double in there.
Don't come, you dumb king, calm down. What's a king without a crown? Just a peasant or a clown. Jealous little bitch. And for anyone in doubt, he's a jealous.
Fun fact while we're here, because we're talking about kingdoms. Baby, you got my socks on? Those are my All Might socks. You got hairy legs? That's fine. That's going to be in the video, just to let you know. But fun fact, did you know that jesters in the King's Court, they were held to such high regard? Because didn't nobody want to give bad news to the king. Because in times like that, you would probably get your head chopped off. So jesters would receive the information first, and then they would comedically deliver it to the king. That way, nobody got their heads cut. So people look at jesters like, oh, these are tomfoolish guys. They're not to be taken serious. When in actuality, they held a high position in the king's court, because if you had to go tell the king, hey, look, your son got killed over here in the Battle of Waterloo or whatever, you not want to give that information to the king. It's better to go tell the jester, let him put on a performance. He'll smooth things over. King won't be as upset. So just a misconception that jesters actually held, they're stand-up comedians basically, but they held a high regard in kingdoms back in the day. Just fun fact. I know we're getting back into it. I'm shut up.
Little bitch, lashing out to get the clout. King Dotta, not a king. I know a crown when it rust. I eat you up, then shit you out. I call that a royal flush. Going by the laws of physics.
I didn't hear that last time. That was nasty, Ren. That was absolutely nasty.
Call that a royal flush.
In both senses of the word. Like, it was nasty as in, like, that was nasty. And then, like, that was legitimately nasty.
Going by the laws of physics, when you die, you'll combust. Because you've got your own center of gravity, fat fuck. I've seen you play the race.
See, that's what we was just talking about. Like, the punch value. Like, you got to make it hurt. Like, doesn't nothing hurt a fat person more than being called a fat fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know that hurt Dada's feelings. He's like, you just got called a fat fuck. Like, bro, you got to make it hurt. You got to get personal with the attacks. That's how disc battles work. Nobody give a fuck what you're talking about or the dumbass complexity you champion. Oh, yeah, we talked about this. Like, I don't understand why he was comparing Ren to Pac. Like, it's two different types of thing. I don't know what the fuck y'all be listening to, but y'all gotta be trolling or just really into having a white savior in black culture. Well, see, I don't like that kind of, I don't like that conversation, because you could say the same about Michael Jordan or LeBron or Tiger Woods. Like, okay, you got a black savior in a white culture type of deal. Like, take the fucking culture and the color out of it. Like, what are we talking about here? Hip hop is a sport. Hip hop is a culture all its own.
Yep.
Hip hop is a cultural melting pot. I literally react to rappers and MCs from around the world. Like, I know 8 Japanese girls right now that would kill all mainstream female hip hop. They would eat every one of them alive. Like, hip hop is not a color thing. Hip hop is a fucking everyone type of thing. Yep. That's all music should be. Like, no music should be settled into one type of culture. Like, the shit's meant to be shared throughout the world. Stories, art, music, these things are meant to be shared. They're not meant to be locked up for only one type of people. Like, the fuck is this, bro? So I don't like this argument here, white savior and black culture, because people try to say that shit about Eminem all the time. And it's like, look, I can't help it that you've got someone out here who's doing it a lot better than their counterparts.
Yep.
But you only want to see the color aspect of it when you're not looking at the skill aspect of it. So Eminem is a student of the game. He stays in the studio. He's always learning. He respects all the greats that came before him. He's to this day still learning from the people that came before him.
Yep.
And then at the same time, he's giving back to the community in a lot of ways. So fuck the white savior shit. He is a student of hip hop. He is a quintessential. He's a pillar of hip hop. So what the fuck does his color of his skin got to do with anything? So I don't like this argument in fucking music. So I can see why people. This is probably where more of the turmoil came from.
Yeah.
And why people don't like Dada is because he started pulling the race card and the victim card out and shit. It's like, bro. In 2024, people are tired of hearing the race card being pulled up, the victim card being played, the bullshit lies that come with all this shit. Like, people are starting to wake up and realize that, look, this color shit, this color and culture and all this shit that's trying to keep us separate, we don't want to be a part of this shit, bro. Like, it's just noise in the background. So millions of people look a certain way. Y'all keep forgetting that hip hop and that. Let's see, go back into that, regardless of who loves it or doesn't. Okay, so the same argument can be made there. NBA is a white person thing. Golf is a white person thing. So, like, if you look at it with this logic and only this logic, then it applies throughout all of everything, right? So, regardless if LeBron loves basketball or not, then fucking Pistol Pete is the greatest basketball player to ever live. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's white and the NBA was created by a white man type of deal. You see how stupid this conversation is and how much this logic doesn't make sense? It's like, bro, come on. Like, that's a bullshit card to play. I rap about my life and my situations, and Ren doesn't do that. Does Ren not rap about his life and his situation? I thought that's what this whole thing was. There is a reason a rapper like Lil Uzi can drop a #1 album and Ren couldn't. That's first off because Lil Uzi's a plant. He's an industry plant. That's all that fucking is. And when you got the industry pushing you 100%, it doesn't matter if you make shit music or not, you're going to get out there. Like Lil Uzi Vert. There's a mass majority of people who don't fucking like Lil Uzi Vert, but he gets pushed out and the masses consume him because the masses are so used to eating shit. They're just, give me more shit. Give me more shit. They don't care what the shit tastes like. Just give me more shit. You can't say this because Lil Uzi's basically a plant for his record label. Like, he goes and does as they say and do. Ren is an independent artist. Well, is he with Jointdale or is he back, or is he like fully independent now?
Pretty sure he's independent now.
See, fully independent artists like Hobson and Ren and shit like this, these guys have to work to push their name. They don't have a label pushing them like Lil Uzi Vert. That's the reason he don't have a #1. It's harder to break into the music scene as a whole because you don't have a label out there pushing you 100%. So fuck Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert trash. And if he was on my channel, the dude would probably get a 4 or a 5.
Race card a couple of times, saying people only fuck with me because I am white. And then you go and backtrack and you say I'm alright. You're feeling mixed in your emotions, like a horny ex-wife. The reason people don't fuck with you It's because you were shy.
Okay.
Oh, you were big dog.
So that's the only part of Ren's that I didn't really like, is the fact that people don't really fuck with you, and then he paused for a long time and he come back and say shy.
It's because
mentally I have a hard way. It's hard to figure out where shy goes in the scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Because he dropped it with a pause and he comes back with a different type of syllable. And the syllable just didn't match what he was saying before. So in my brain, it's hard to figure out why shy has anything to do with it.
you were shy. Oh, the reason people don't fight, you're feeling mixed in your emotion. Why? And then you're going back.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is where he switched around.
Yeah,
He's like, oh yeah, you're a
flipped
pretty
everything.
good guy now. You're a pretty good guy, Ren. It's like, bro, keep that same
Aside
energy.
from all the degrading I did,
Right.
Oh man, you're a dope guy.
You're a dope guy. It's like, come on, bro, keep that same energy.
Track and you say, I'm alright. You're feeling mixed in your emotions, like a horny ex-wife. The reason people don't fuck with you is because you were shy.
So it's like your reason is like a hole in the ex-wife. People don't fuck with you because you're shy. That's the only part of this that click with me, is because the shy part, I can't figure out where it fits in there. I get it. Okay, Dada's probably a little shy, but at the same time, I don't get where it fits into the scheme.
Yep.
Coming off of what he said and then going into what he's continued to say, I don't see where the shy would be the word. It could just be me though.
It's because you were shy. Oh, you a big dog? Well, I'm a sick puppy. I slap you daft, you little punk. That's how you get lucky. Because if you lose, you're still winning, it's clear. More views on your diss than your whole career.
Scathing retort. More views on the diss that you tagged me in than your whole career of fucking videos. And that's bad. It's like, bro, it's the Eminem situation with MGK. It's like, if MGK had said that about anybody else, would it have got the attention that it got? No, because he tagged Eminem in it. And anytime you tag Eminem, it's going to get eyes.
Yep.
So, same thing with here. It's like, bro, Ren has 1 million plus followers, whatever at the point. I'm going to tag Ren because guess what? It's the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
More views on your diss than your...
Because if I tag Ren, then that's going to bring all his eyes to me. And it's going to help expose me a little bit more.
Yep.
It's too bad Dada didn't like finish this out all the way.
whole career. So come...
I like that part there because it shows you that he's really just having fun with it. Because it's like, bro, like I could really fucking murder you on some shit if I wanted to. But we just in the underground playing and having fun. And the acapella, this being acapella, like really sold it.
And it makes it feel more like a rap battle-esque thing.
Because there's not going to be a beat in the rap battle. You're just going to be on stage.
Oh, you got the chatter around you and...
Oh, shit! That type of shit. Like,
yeah.
That's how it is.
career. So come... I'm actually sorry about this one, Dotta. I'm sorry.
See, that's how the rap battles is. Like, they'll stop and be like, hey, look, man, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
you right. I'm
before
gonna
you-
get
yeah.
you. Just be ready for it. And then they murder your ass. So, like, it's the fact that Ren took this as serious as it was supposed to be taken, as where Dada didn't put that extra 15% in.
Yep.
And, you know, it really shows. It really showed. Oh, shit, excuse me.
So come on, fatty, keep up. You're losing the race.
Again, jab at the weight. Nothing hurts more to a fat person than getting jabbed about your weight.
Your YouTube views lower than your calorie intake. Stop watching what
Scathing retort.
I'm doing and start watching your weight. I'll kick down your front door screaming, put down the cake.
Stop watching your weight. Weight Watchers. I got the flip there. That's a clean flip. I didn't catch it the first time. Stop watching your weight. Weight Watchers. You get it.
Door screaming, put down the cake. Little steak on my plate, you're starting beef, but it's butchered. Because you're butchering the culture, you ain't brewing kombucha. How could you have kids, man? You're hardly a looker.
See, again, it's like, you're ugly, you're fat. All Dada said was, I'll take you back to the hospital times type of deal. But like Ren is like steadily like chopping at your jaw like you're fat, you're ugly. Like these things, like this is how you're supposed to battle. Like don't come at me with some half-cocked, half-thought about filler rap and not really fucking attack. Like you said at the beginning, you're going too soft, man. Like I'm like, call me this and call me that and call me the other thing. Like make this as good as it's supposed to be. Like, I'm finna do to you, you fat, ugly motherfucker. Like, it's just basically what he said. It's like, come on, guy.
How could you have kids, man? You're hardly a butcher, because you're butchering the culture. You ain't brewing.
That right there, he said you're butchering the culture, and like a lot of them do that.
You're starting beef.
Like, it's not a color thing, but like anytime you play a color card or a victim card, like you're killing the culture of hip hop. Like, you're trying to make this something about something it's not about. Like, trying to specifically make it a culture thing kills it in a way. It's like you're trying to take so much away from the world of hip hop and what it brings to people, and to just say, no, it's in this lockbox and can't nobody touch it or interact with it. Like, it's a fucked up mindset to have. So like shit like that really does ruin the culture of hip hop, because if you go back and ask any of the OGs like Big Daddy Kane, not Easy, he's not around no more, but these type of examples, I'm having a brain fart. I know why Big Daddy Kane popped in there and ain't nobody else popping in there right now. But even still, if you go ask all these OGs of the game, they'll tell you that color doesn't matter. Skill is what matters when it comes to hip hop. Can you spit? Ask Sway in the morning. It's the Valley of the Hyenas. We don't care about nothing other than can you spit. That's it. That's all hip hop is do you got the skill to keep up with me?
Yep.
That's it. Like, why do you got to make it a color thing? Like, this shit's so whack.
But it's butchered, because you're butchering the culture. You ain't brewing kombucha. How could you have kids, man? You're hardly a looker. I wonder how much it costs to buy a surrogate hooker.
See? It's just, it's the scathingness of the retorts that help Ren win this battle. It's such a mouthful, and it's only 2 words, bro. It's like, how much does a surrogate hooker cost? And like a surrogate mother type of deal. It's like, bro, come on. You're only having kids with prostitutes, homie.
To buy a surrogate hooker.
And honestly, a surrogate hooker is probably pretty cheap. Probably pretty cheap.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, I'm only joking. It's only hip hop. Time to take my dick out of your mouth and pull my zip up. I'm sure Michelle Show will be obliged to clean this shit up, then bend over backwards while you're looping from the tip up. Michelle, the filter's weird and your channel is dead. It's like I'm watching Pokemon, but ugly with dreads.
I think we was talking about that being Pokemon instead of like Pokemon. Pokemon ain't much of a fucking good YouTuber anyway. Her and her fucking $27 cookies, bro.
This ain't a battle, it's a fucking massacre. You're on my planet Earth, I am David Attenborough. Blood-sucking Dracula with parasite vernacular collateral. I run the black and Battlestar Galactica.
The Acula, it's the Dracula, Acula, Galactica. Like, the way he carried that was clean as fuck.
I didn't even make a beat for this shit. You're not worth the fuck.
Which I said in the last one that y'all ain't gonna see, but you're gonna hear it now, is the fact that he didn't make a beat for this when Ren makes all of his own beats. So it's like, bro, just to show you how talented and how good I am about doing this, I ain't even gonna make a beat for you. Like, you're not even worthy of a beat right now with that soft ass diss track that you sent me. Like, you're not even worthy of a beat. And you know, it probably don't take Ren nothing but 10 minutes to throw a beat together anyway.
Borrow the back half of made the beat.
Hey, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Dada had a whole minute worth of beat you could have used. You could have just looped it.
Fucking time, Dotta, you're last on the list. I wrote this in 10 minutes with a flick of the wrist.
He wrote it in 10 minutes. He probably could have did the beat in 5 minutes. Or just use Dada's like you said.
I speak about 5 syllables, you cease to exist, so real. Maybe think twice, my friend, about stepping to the mark in the world of Ren. Cause you were just a rodent and it's mice and men. Crushing skulls like I'm Lenny, tale of Jenny again. Instead of Jenny, it's a Dotta on the tip of the blade. Tires screech while I drive by and violate the range. You're just...
Once again, I'm gonna have to speak on it because the fact that he brought in Screech, Jenny, so and Violet. He worked in the whole trilogy into that one scheme right there, and like it's very commendable because like he just cleaned that up so nicely. He's like, oh, you want to throw in some of my song titles? Watch me do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
On the tip of the blade, tires screech while I drive by and violate the range. You're just part of a machine, against you I will rage, and I'm killing in the name of a king that I slayed.
Rage against the machine, you get it.
bully. I've seen you dissing Dwayne and then Crip, miss a kill.
That was another thing. It's like, bro, how'd you go diss Dwayne TV, bro? He over there in the corner all by himself playing with fleshlights, bro. He ain't fucking with nobody. What's he got to do? What the hell did he ever do to you, Dada? Like, come on, bro. Like, Knox and Crip, you know what I'm saying? Screw, I get those, but what the hell did Dwayne do? Dwayne just over there chilling, vibing to music like me. You just gonna take shots at him. Poor Dwayne. Dwayne TV over there like, man, what the fuck did I do, bro? Like, I'm just chilling.
Dwayne and then Crip, miss a kill shot of Knox because you're bitter as shit.
Kill shot, he shouted out the fucking Eminem diss, if you didn't know.
Then you made the big mistake. You put me on the list. I'm a fucking psychopath, Dotta. Don't take the piss. Irrelevant rapper, wasting my time. People only heard of you because of this rhyme. Or you're a murderer. That's so cool, my guy.
You're a murderer. That's okay, my guy. Like, that's just crazy, bro. That's just so wild. It's like, you did a good job, man, for you. It's like, I'm finna eat you alive right here, bro. Like, it's the fact that this is like you said, it's a mix of what you said and what I said. It's like he's like looking at Dada, but he's treating this like an actual rap battle.
Yep.
But at the same time, if you listen close enough, this is a lot like spoken word. Like it's like, or like slam poetry type of deal.
Yeah.
Like it's enunciated here and there, and like it's emphasized here and there. If you listen to it and like take your mind off the diss aspects, it's a lot of slam poetry and spoken word, which I say this in a lot of Ren songs because he does it a lot, and like,
yes.
I really appreciate it because it's not easy to do like a slam poetry spoken word type of deal inside of a song and make it not sound like slam poetry or spoken word.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But just to give you the hints of it, the only thing I haven't heard in this, which is really weird to me, is that small islandy twinge. Like, I need the reggae Ren. Like, this is probably the first time I've not heard reggae Ren make an appearance at all.
You're a murderer. That's so cool, my guy. Got your time in the spotlight, so enjoy the shine. Wait. I genuinely mean it when I say you should shine. I just played you at your game, so welcome to mine. I want all of my fans to show Dotta the time, because he's actually sick at rapping. Go and like and subscribe.
I feel like we did. We gave him, you know, the time. We broke it down. Probably more. I haven't watched any other reactions to this, but I probably will after this. But I feel like we gave Dada a lot of time. We kind of broke down a lot of it, talked about a lot of it. Probably more than, we gave him more of a shot than most others probably would.
Oh, yeah.
And like Ren just said here, it's like, bro, you know, put your eyes on him, this type of deal. You know, I'm calling on all my fans to do this shit.
There's a new...
It's fucked up that he didn't take this invitation that he's about to get and like run with it. Because like, Dada, think about it, bro. If you'd have took this invitation, came back with something really good and ran with it, bro, you probably could have blown up. Like, you probably could have used that to elevate your platform, because Ren was giving you every opportunity to do that, and you just didn't do that.
Counterculture in this world of division,
which in a diss battle is absurd. It's like, bro, I'm giving, like, hold on, fuck all this. Let me give you a little platform right here.
Yeah.
Let you try to do this, and it's like, bro, that's unheard of type of deal. It's like, I'm gonna break you down, but I'm gonna try to put you on at the same time. And that's really kind of like, that's the Ren effect, to be honest with you. It's like, look, I get that we're doing this here, but I'm still gonna try to lift you up on this other end. Like Ren says, it's rising tides lift all boats. It's like, look, bro, I get that we're in this, but let me still try to uplift you, brother, a little bit over here. Like, here, look, I'm gonna give you a platform. I'm gonna give you the eyes. Take this shit and run with it. One artist to another, take it and run with it. So to see that at the end of something like this is a beautiful thing to see. It's like, bro, he's trying to actually help him progress at the same time of destroying him. It's like, look, sometimes I gotta burn everything to watch it grow.
Yep.
So, Dada, fuck you didn't grow for it, bro.
Where we bicker over politics and race and religion. There is war, there is peace, that's a human decision. Either you could be my brother or another collision. And the media, they love it when we hate each other, because the money lines their pockets if you're not my brother. And this black verse is...
That's fucking true. I talk about that all the time too. See, that just Ren bringing this shit back up, trying to make me talk. It's like, bro, they literally make tons of money daily for keeping us separated. For me not being your friend, that's playing right into their hands. That's why we don't do that shit on my channel. Everybody's welcome until you're not welcome. I know that sounds fucked up, but that's just what it is. It's like, look, everybody's welcome here until you start spreading hate, and then we're going to get you out the gate, okay? Because we're just not going to have hate in this community. We're not doing that shit this year. We're just trying to uplift everybody.
Is white, that's divide and conquer. Ignorance, it is formed in the womb of monsters. If there's war in the east, industries are getting paid. If there's war in the streets, there's a mother at a grave. If I pander to my ego, then I'm just another slave. A casualty of vanity, hate just breeds hate. So Dotta, I think I gotta leave it at that, because I'm not a battle rapper, but I do like to rap. Now 1 million new eyes will be on where you're at. I hope you roll with it, my friend. Put yourself on the map. Dotta is sick.
It just goes back to what we was talking about. He's like, look, Dada, I hope just take this shit and run. Take this bag and run with it. And you didn't do it, Dada. You didn't do it. I mean, we'll come back out, okay? And here lies the body of Dada. He only sent one diss out and then was murdered afterwards. Unalived, my fault. May he rest in peace and do his reaction videos as he sees fit. Nah, no shade to you, Dada. You should have came back with a fucking diss after this one, because Buddy ate you alive.
Of the slave, a casualty of vanity, hate just breeds hate.
Hate just breeds hate. Like, how the fuck are you gonna stop hate with more hate? Explain the math on that one. Like, it just don't work that way. That's why I always say, if you put a little peace and love out there, you're guaranteed to get some positivity back. At some point, you may have to wade through 1,000 waters to find it, but eventually, the peace and love always comes back as positivity. You can't stop hate with hate. You can't stop fire with fire. You can't stop water with water. These things just don't fucking work, okay? So why are you always trying to breed hate with more hate? The more hate that they put out there and the more hate that you play into, the longer they're going to win this game. Okay? That's just not what we're trying to do here. It's just not. I can't remember what Ren's got. I think it was a 9-1. I believe it was. It was a 9-1. Just because Ren had the video, it was a good quality video. He did all that shit without a beat. It was all acapella. He retorted everything that Dada said. He flipped a lot of shit. He went back at Dada, you know, with the attacks like, "Hey, you look, you're a fat, ugly motherfucker." Like, on the surface, you're like, "Oh, that's fucked up," but like in this battle, that hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that hurt him a little bit. So all these boxes that Ren checked versus all the boxes that Dada left unchecked. Okay, that's why I have Ren as the winner of this, is because Ren checked more boxes when it comes to the diss. Like I said, if Dada would have put 15% more effort in, cleaned up a few things, it would have got a lot higher. We probably would be talking a different conversation. Or hell, if he even came back with a second diss to flip off of this one, we probably would be having a whole different conversation. But Dada, you dropped the ball. That's all it was. Okay, like Ren said at the beginning, you came too soft on the first one. Probably should have popped some Viagra, came a little harder. Because, I mean, Ren ate you alive and you just never rebutted to that. So that's why you lost this one, partner. But yeah, 9-1 for me. I don't know where you're at with it.
I'd say in that 9-1 range. For sure on that one.
Like Ren said, he wasn't a diss rapper, but he's
he just likes to rap.
He likes to rap, which sometimes is the most dangerous type of battle rapper.
Yep.
Because a battle rapper sits all day thinking about how I can just tear someone apart on the stage. Is where someone like Ren, whose mind is always fluctuating and analyzing and breaking things down and being as creative as his mind is, these are generally the kind of guys you don't want to get into a diss battle with, because like once they get a taste of it or a knack for it and they start really pinning it out, oh bro, they can do some damage.
Yeah, when you're battling on stage head to head and don't have that time in between before you go back at them, you don't have as much time to flow a bunch of creativity and analytics and everything into it. But when you're throwing a diss online, you're giving the other person so much time to look,
So much time.
do research, anything they want to do to just really come back and crush you.
And like generally, rule of thumb with these type of disses is you got a day or two max before you have to respond. Like you got to be quick with the pen. You can't just sit on the shit for a week, 2 weeks, and then want to respond 2.5 weeks later thinking, okay, well I won this like some Benzino shit. It don't work that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was all in all a really fun series to do. We are at 54 minutes. It's gonna be about the same as the other video. So
Yep.
yeah, we had Ren at 9-1, Dada at a 7-8, 7-7. Dada obviously lost this one. He really fumbled the bag. He should have came out with another diss. Multitude of things, to be honest with you. But in my opinion, Ren won based on everything we checked off and that was left unchecked. But that is going to be it for me. Do you have any closing words?
No, I think
Well, that's going to be
just
it.
about covered it.
It's going to be it for today, gang. You know the drill, and so do I. If you watched all the way through, fuck, this is 55 minutes. So if you watched all the way through and you didn't skip around, holy shit, are you a fucking MVP of my channel? And I wholeheartedly appreciate you to watch a whole hour worth of my fucking useless commentary. Okay? But yeah, I appreciate it. Matter of fact, I appreciate each and every one of you that come through here, whether you stayed for 5 seconds and checked out and hated my guts, or you stayed for all 55 minutes and 33 seconds and you left a like, a nice comment, hell, maybe even a subscription. But I appreciate everybody that comes through here. That's just what we're getting at. And as always, you know the drill. Go out there, put some peace and love in the world. You're guaranteed to get some positivity back at some point. And as always, gang, it is big love over here, and we are off and on to the next one. I want to thank Nephew for coming by and doing this with us. It's always good to have him on the channel. We definitely gonna get him back up here for some more here soon. I pretty much got this whole 2-system shit figured out now, so should be better and better as the videos go. But big love, we are out of here and on to the next.